All right, everybody. Welcome back to Smooth Life Podcast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm your host, Reek. And if you never listened to this podcast before, this podcast talk about people's experience, where they currently are, and where they currently trying to head to. Man. Ah, this podcast right here is very special because I would say if you listen to episode five. Episode five. We had talked to his wife, Tesha. It's a Tesha, right? Tesha,
That's right.
right?
You
Okay,
got it, brother.
Tesha. I always be getting it wrong with Tesha and Tasha. I don't know why.
It's all good.
But we talked to his wife, Tesha Scott. And if you know what she's about, then you know what he's about.
That's right.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. So,
TNT.
man, I would say uh he was like a father figure to me. Um, I didn't really have nobody. I mean, I did have the other father figure, but he was one of the two. Somebody that taught me how to drive. I mean, like, what was it? It was a Prius, right?
Yeah, it was a little Chevy Aveo.
Yes. It was a little red. It was a red car. I remember the car
Yeah, little
color.
hatchback.
So he literally
Oh
taught me how to
man.
drive. He really taught me
Right.
how to drive. And he just taught me everything about driving. I remember just being on the road. He even gave me a vision and saw like a house. I remember the day he showed me. He's like, "You see the house right there? You're gonna have that house one day." I was like, "Okay, I believe him. I believe him." And it's still coming. I'm still gonna get there.
Oh
Swear.
yeah, most definitely.
Oh yeah. I just want to introduce him like this. He was born in Sumter, South Carolina, but raised mainly in Manning, South Carolina. He joined the U.S. Army in '01, went to war in '03 and '04, served in two wars, Operation Iraqi Freedom 1 and 2, got married in '07 to Tesha Hemmings, known as Tasha Scott. He became a police officer for Florence, South Carolina in '08. Tisha gave birth to their son, Joshua, unfortunately passed away January 1st, 2015. In the previous, no, not previous, in the next year, 2016, they gave birth to their daughter, Moriah. In the year of 2018, he was severely injured in the line of duty as a police officer for City of Florence, which he's currently still working for. Has recently been promoted to the rank of lieutenant now.
That's right.
Everybody, it's an honor. It is an honor to introduce Travis Scott.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
trying to get
man,
better with the intros.
I got you, man. It's just a privilege, to be here. Do not take it lightly. I do appreciate you for reaching out to me, and hey, I'm glad to be here, man.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So we're gonna start it off like this. We're gonna start off the question. So how was your childhood, and where did the mindset come from being a police officer?
Well, honestly, going way back then, no one else in my family line even venture remotely close to going in this type of work. To be honest
Hmm.
with you, um, growing up, in Man, South Carolina, real country. Um, the main mindset of a lot of people around there in that area was mainly a get a job in the factory and a that's it, or be a mechanic or go into welding, things of that nature, which is nothing wrong with that. But I want to take a different path,
Hmm.
a different journey, so far as doing something different out of the norm.
Hmm.
Honestly, growing up to I was about 16 or 15, my mind never ventured off so far as wanting to go into honestly law enforcement.
Hmm.
But when 9/11 happened, um, I something within me had changed.
Hmm.
Um, I was approaching when it get to the point of which is about to connect into the military because actually the military came for law enforcement. But again, even with that, nobody in my family really actually went into the military or honestly, getting a 4-year degree.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and accomplished all of them things. But what got me going into that area so far as want to go into the government or working for a police officer was that I was like, man, I got to make it. Got to do
Mm-hmm.
something. Basically get it out of the mud. Um, I saw that at the time of it seemed like majority of police officers were white, Caucasian. That's all
Mm-hmm.
we saw. And the thing is the stigma was, that was a Caucasian profession. But what I view, I was like, well, if they can do it, I can do it too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also I hear the rhetoric of, you know, so far as African American society, you know, nobody understand our struggles. You know, um, at the current time, law enforcement haven't really had started the community policing like that. So it been a big disconnect so far as the African American culture, the brown and dark people,
Mm-hmm.
so far as Hispanics and things of that nature, that there was a disconnect. So once that one, no, once I saw that, I said, you know what? Honestly, it was God that started guiding me towards that area of going into law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
And God speaking through other people. And I say this because initially, when I got to high school, I was gonna go into nursing. Everybody said, "Man, you nursing? A guy, man? Yeah." I said, "Man, you so much money they make?" But my mind was thinking about money.
Right.
I wanted to help people. One mind was thinking about money.
Mm-hmm.
But they ain't had the brains to handle them books.
Mm-hmm.
So when I met Tisha, she was like, "I see you going in law enforcement." I said, "Man, get out of here. I ain't going in law enforcement." Then lo and behold, I prayed, and that's where I had that desire to go push in that area. After I got in the military, because I want to make a difference within.
Mm-hmm.
I see different people trying to be activists and trying to make difference on the outside, but it don't get but so far. I said, well, if I join what so far as a lot of African Americans would say, well, a predominant Caucasian profession.
Mm-hmm.
If I join, I can make difference while I'm there from the inside to help the community on the outside. And so that's the reason why that would push me to go into to an law enforcement. I want to show the world that that other ethnic group can also do this profession, military and also in law enforcement. I want to go out there and represent the culture, us, in a positive light. That all of us don't have to be labeled as a gang banger, a thug. You know, um, you know, uh, we can do more. So I want that's another reason why I went into it, to represent others, to help build roles and build ways for other ones to come behind me, um, who want to enter this profession. Yeah,
That's
that's what
that's
led me
good.
to it.
That's good. That's good. So, the question I wanted to ask you was, I remember you just spoke about 9/11. Like,
Yeah.
where did the mindset of like when you saw what was happening to 9/11, how did that push it even more? Wanted to drive to be in law enforcement.
Well, I said, well, the military is my foundation so far
Mm-hmm.
as me starting life. Um, Coming from where I came from because of my family structure, I know they was unable to give me or help me start on the journey of a type of life that I want to have for myself and my family because
Mm-hmm.
it just didn't have, meaning that the funds, the money, things of that nature. So, I had to make a decision. And I saw where the military, not only Uncle Sam going to use me, but also, I mean, Uncle Sam, the government going to use me, but there's other positive benefits that came from me joining the military, um, that they offer. So I want to get an education. Okay. Everybody know college is expensive. Everybody,
Mm-hmm.
we always push, and there's nothing wrong with that pushing people. Okay, well, go to college, go to college. Okay, who gonna pay for this tuition?
Mm-hmm.
Then let alone if you're trying to go out of state. Oh my goodness, it's even more.
It's
So you're
even
like,
more.
but dog, like you go to high school, or unless you got a degree. That degree, I
Right.
mean, you got a certain GPA, get
Yeah.
scholarship. Like, so I had to work with what I had. I
Mm-hmm.
came out there, they were 2.8 coming out of high school. So, well, ain't gonna get Pell Grant, ain't get that, ain't make the cut for that.
Right.
So
Right.
I was like, well, Travis, what you gonna do? I said, man, I'm gonna join the military.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna join the military. Um, Also, I wanted a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I really want a challenge myself. I want to get myself exposure to uh, different things in life. Um, Seeing what happened in 9/11, I was like, man, what went down. I said, you know what? This is the right time for me to make a move and join the military,
Mm-hmm.
where a big traumatic event took place. I know at this point in time and how things maneuver is looking for more people to come join and to help make a difference. I said, well, I can do that. I can go serve my country. Also, again, representing the African American culture,
Mm-hmm.
also getting benefits and things of that nature. Because, even back then, and we still saying it now, if you have joined the military, especially if you go to war and become a veteran, it's more benefits that is going to be offered to you in society to help you to start your life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, that's what made me and pushed me to go so far as in the military. One, I want to represent us and make a difference, try to make a difference within the society as African American culture. And two, in trying to get my foot in life, get a foundation started and build on that, you know. Again, when I talk about going in the military, oh my goodness, man, my family members look at me like, man, no, man, oh man, you gonna go up there, you gonna die, bro. Why you gonna do that, bro? But why you gonna do that? I mean, I'm just, let's be honest with you. I heard all kinds of stuff, man. Where you going there fighting the white man war? I'm like, what do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
We live in the same country. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this is our
Mm-hmm.
war. You mean it's not just a,
Right.
a war just folks and dedicate this to one race of people. No, we
Mm-hmm.
all Americans. So, I heard all that Reddit. I joined at 17, so I had to get my father and mother to sign.
Mm-hmm.
And they're looking
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, well, I said, well, I'm going. I'm doing it. I don't make up my mind. This is what I want to do. Sign right here for me, please. And I got
Mm-hmm.
them signed and, off, boom, that was it. Beginning something new and fresh. So that's what really, pushed me to go into go into the military because I want to have a fresh start in life. And also I want to go out there again, represent my family, represent the
Mm-hmm.
culture, and say, hey, if any other race can do it, guess what? I can do it too.
Yup. Yup.
Yeah,
That's
man.
good. So when you joined the military, what was like some of your biggest challenges you had to face being in the military?
Start with being flat foot. See, yeah, because see, going on road marches. At one point in time, the military wasn't really allowing people with flat feet to join. With no, when we by flat feet, no arc,
Oh
because the
wow.
road marches tear our feet up.
All right.
But they made a change in that, so that was the first hurdle. Got past that. Then comes to physical exercise. Push up and sit ups, I had
Ooh.
no problem. But they're running.
Ooh.
I never was a runner. See,
Right, right.
I didn't play no sports growing up because
Mm-hmm.
um I worked. You know, I was
Mm-hmm.
working since the age of 15, and I work at the grocery store and all that. You know, I'm not trying to get ahead of myself because I don't know if that's another question you're gonna ask, but
Mm-hmm.
I always was a worker. You
Right.
know, when growing up, I was talking to somebody earlier today. I said growing up age, 10, 11, 12, even going far as 9 to 8, on my mother's side, I always used to go with my great grandfather, and go get wood, pick up slop. He
Mm-hmm.
was a wood slop man. For ones who know what slop is, and that's the old country term meaning that they come and get the leftover food and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
People used to put inside a bucket and go take it to the ones who had hogs and raised hogs and pigs. They take it
Mm-hmm.
there for them to eat. So I used to go with him, bust wood, stuff like that. So country boy in that aspect. So I always had no problem working with my hands, things of that nature. So when it came to endurance and physical strength, never had that problem. But when it came to
Mm-hmm.
cardio, then I was like, man, this might be a challenge, and
Right.
it was. But you have heart, and that's what it is. And if you want anything out of life, man, you got to have heart. You got to grind. Like you say, get out of the mud. Yeah, get out of the mud. You got to grind.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's not going to give you nothing. Everybody want a handout. No, them days are gone. So that was one of the biggest challenge. Yeah, having to get, past the part of passing the physical exam, the entry exam, because of my flat feet,
Mm-hmm.
you had to do certain tests and stuff. And also the physical part, that part of keeping up physically.
Yeah, yeah. And I can also I ain't joined the military, but I can speak on just like taking pictures and all that. And remember going to school, like first time going back to college, and I'm going to college online. It's like it's not in person. It's like
Oh,
you got to talk to
it's all you.
somebody. Yeah. You got to
Oh
talk to
yeah.
on somebody on the screen. And then on the same time, I had to work still. So I understand that challenge. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You remember? Well, you probably remember, but me, and the wife, we got all our bachelor degrees online,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's a mental challenge.
That is. That's it. Cause you gotta turn on the computer. And once you turn on the computer, you gotta
Yeah.
get started. And then
Yeah.
whenever some classes might end like 11 o'clock at night. And you
Oh
gotta
yeah.
be up
Yeah.
work in the morning at 7. So
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. It's a grind. It's like how bad you want
Yeah. Yeah. How
it.
bad do you want it? Yeah. I agree. I
Yes,
agree.
sir.
So that comes up into my next question. Like, how did you make a balance in between like now law enforcement and your personal life? Where is the balance in between them?
Well, just one thing I would tell anybody, any profession you go into, um, you have to learn how to separate work from home.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you have to try your best to not allow work to spill over to your home life. And at times, and at a lot of times, it can be a challenge for people. Um, but I've got to the point where I leave work at work, and I focus when I get home. I focus on my queen, my wife, and my
Mm-hmm.
princess, my daughter. Um, Granted, we are both in jobs that are very demanding, and by us both being jobs that are very demanding, being a essential worker, honestly, it made our relationship even better because we got something that we can relate to.
Mhm.
She got an aspect of dealing with the public from the medical perspective. I got an aspect of dealing with the public from the criminal side, and
Mhm.
laws, things of that nature. And we understand each other. You know, at times, she have to vent to me, and I have to vent to her. But
Mhm.
a controlled vent because you need to have somebody to vent to. And honestly, it's kind of hard to really vent to a partner who never or came close to walking in your shoes or deal with the same thing that you deal with on your job. You
Mhm.
know, um, it's hard for you to quite understand some of the dynamics and some of the challenges
Mhm.
that the other partner face if you've never been in a career that's kind of similar to the others. Um,
Mhm.
so that's the biggest thing. If she had a rough day or aggravating day, she could find an event to me and vice versa. If I have a rough day or whatever, I vent to her and you know, vent for a little minute, but we move on. We focus on each other and focus on our family goals and things of that nature.
Mhm.
But that's the key thing I would tell anybody. You have to learn how to properly vent, and you got to have time to just leave work at work once you finish venting. All right, that's enough of that. Now let's talk about each other and talk about the family.
Mhm.
So you got to have that balance. That's the main thing. You got to have that balance.
Mhm. That's good. Honest. Whew. That is
Yeah.
good right there. That is good. So I don't know if it's like kind of like the same question, but I was
Okay.
just gonna ask how do you like entwine the two together, if that makes sense? Like your personal life and the law enforcement. How do you entwine those two together?
Oh man, that's how I relate to the community.
Okay.
Yeah, like same issues and things that you're facing. Well, guess what? I faced the same thing growing up.
All right.
So now I got a connection with you. Like the same struggles that you had. Guess what? I had the same.
Mm-hmm.
Same type of struggles. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I mean everybody know I didn't come up in a two-parent home. I mean, so far as my mother and father, they got divorced when I was the age of 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I got divorced at age of 7. I came split household. You know what I'm saying? So um, with that being said, those different things that an individual had to experience growing up with that separation, I can
Mm-hmm.
relate to because I mean, just to be honest, I mean, a lot of our African American culture, our family, our nuclear family is not how it used to be back in the day. You came from a two-parent home, but now that's not how it is now for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, I can relate to the ones who I'm trying to help. You know what I'm saying? Now I
Mm-hmm.
have a different type of connection with them. As you know, like so far as when you guys, man, you know, uh, back in the day of being in team ministry,
Mm-hmm.
we could relate to y'all because we came from the same type of household.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's just a different when you have somebody up here, or someone in front of you that you can relate to. I mean, it's just a different connection. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I can empathize with you. With your struggles and your challenges. So, uh, I don't know how to police without intertwining my personal experience and personal life. I mean, that's the foundation of community policing. Community policing is a connection, a special connection with the community, where you have to get personal,
Mm-hmm.
to connect with them and to establish that relationship, make that relationship stronger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not coming here to look down on you. Who's me?
Mm-hmm.
Look down on you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, you put your boots on, shoes on, one
Same
foot
what
at
I
a
do.
time, and you put more pants
Right.
on one leg. Saying, you know what I mean? You just
Right.
just what
Right.
I do as a profession. But
Mm-hmm.
but And when you see me, okay, hey, yeah, I know it's officer in front of my first and last name, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm still an individual, and I understand that, so um, entwining it help me do my job and my job easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good.
At TFL, we're not just delivering packages, we're delivering hope, health, and peace of mind.
Thanks to TFL, we can continue providing the best care for our patients.
In the world of healthcare, time is of the essence. That's why at TFL, we understand the urgency behind every medical delivery. From life-saving medications to sensitive lab samples, our team is trained to handle every shipment with the utmost precision and confidentiality. When it comes to medical deliveries, trust the experts at TFL. We also transport anything else that can fit into a cargo van besides dead bodies.
Thank you, TFL. You guys are lifesavers.
TFL, we understand the importance of reliable and efficient deliveries. That's why we're committed to providing top-notch service every step of the way. Trust TFL to be your go-to courier for professional, safe, and on-time deliveries.
It's good. The next, I had it in my head.
Yeah.
I forgot to write it down. I just literally just had it. I don't know. It just
It might come
went
back to you.
somewhere. Yeah, it might come back to me. So I might just ask another question.
It's
Um,
cool.
Matter of fact, I actually got it now.
There you
So
go. Okay.
what
Shoot
is
with it.
what is some of the pros and cons in like being a law enforcement? Like because I know like just going around the culture itself. When I say the
Hmm.
culture, I'm talking about like my people and
Right.
that I know of just hearing like in rap music and I'm not saying I
Yeah.
don't still listen to rap. I do, but
Oh, I got
just
you.
hearing the songs and all, they talk about the police and how the police is really, is and all. Like, how do you
Right.
feel just even about that? And what is some of the pros and cons of being a police officer?
Well, the biggest the con is that I always got to deal with that stigma
Mm-hmm.
before the person get to know me. That's the con, because
Mm-hmm.
like I was told years ago now, and I tell officers that's coming into this, tell other people who's coming into this profession, is that they are not mad at you per se, especially if you haven't had no personal encounter with them. They are mad upset with what you represent. And with that being
Mm,
said, they are mad upset because of the same ones who supposed to represent what you represent made some bad choices or did not conduct themselves in a professional manner. So
okay. Okay.
other words, you getting judged before you even open your mouth.
Mm,
You getting judged before you even open your mouth. So that's the con of it. Because the only thing they
mm-hmm.
see the police, but the pro of it is that again, at beginning of the day, at the end of the day, I'm still an African American male.
Right. Right.
You know, I understand you. I really understand you. And when I
Mm-hmm.
go and speak with them, yeah, yes, sir, this and that. But when I go and speak to my people, majority of the time you go and look at my body cameras, but time, hey, bruh, hey, yo, sis. I mean, it helps me, you know what I'm saying? I just be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, and also when the ones that you truly help and the ones that you really want your help,
Mm-hmm.
they do show appreciation and love back, you know, because when you have a unruly unruly child, who
Mm-hmm.
you call? Law enforcement.
Yeah.
Nah,
So you ain't got it
nah,
right.
the same ones that you saying, oh man, y'all doing this, y'all doing that, but who you call?
You call law enforcement.
You call law enforcement. That's what you call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you call, come
Mm-hmm.
get, hey, and we show up and we try to talk. I can't even get him to go to school. 911. Oh, yep. You may have a family member who suffered from a mental illness and now they're spazzing out. Who you
Mm-hmm.
calling?
Law
Again,
enforcement.
calling law enforcement. So that's the pro. You come, you serve, you help them, and you show them a different perspective. It's
Mm-hmm.
not all about locking people up. We are here to protect and serve, and part of the serving part is that time like I tell people now, and I'm gonna continue to say this until I retire. We are mobile counselors.
Mm-hmm.
We are mobile counselor. And then once you give us a chance to speak with you, be like, oh man, thank you for, pushing me and guiding me in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it make us feel good on the inside when you allow us to help guide you and push you in the right direction. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
again, that con and that stigma, it's not gonna go nowhere. I mean, it is what it is. Too much don't happen across the nation,
Mm-hmm.
for that not just disappear. But we have clear understanding that this world and society cannot survive without law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot cannot survive it. So um granted, I try my best to speak with everybody with love and and respect. Um, you know, um, and also the con of it is at times we do have to do our job, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, um, you're not going to satisfy everybody. Everybody not going to like the result of what need to be done, but
Mm-hmm.
got to do our job. You know, but we can do it with grace and we can do it with love.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have plenty of people I'm taking to jail, and I'm taking them to jail. They are apologizing,
Mm-hmm.
admitting like, man, I was wrong for what I did, man. I'm sorry. I said, I understand, man. You know, at front, emotions rolling right there. They got to show they strong, man. You get them down that jail, a lot of them they break down. They ain't gonna do it in front of their boys, now the people.
You gotta
They
do a
break
wait.
down. Yeah. They go way, then they break down. And I
Right.
understand that. And
Mm-hmm.
I get it. That's why you can't take nothing personal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot of struggle for some of the younger officers coming out and saying, man, look, you can't take none of this personal.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take it personal. So when you start taking it personal, and that's when they're gonna cause you to act out your character. And that's when
Mm-hmm.
you gonna cause yourself to get locked up. Or
Mm-hmm.
get fired. Can't take it personal, man.
Mm. My next
Yeah.
question, I wouldn't say it's not. I wouldn't say it's personal. It's
Mhm.
just I want to know like the thought process, like that you have to actually start your day. Like I know you in law enforcement, and
Mhm.
like you just talking about you hearing all these things that being
Yeah.
said about police officer. So like, what is your? How do you get yourself ready to be on the job? Like walk us
Well,
through that.
before I get up in the morning, say my initial prayer. Thank God, allow me to see another day. Get up.
Mm-hmm.
Before a lot of times I sit in the car, and before I pull off my driveway, I always pray for protection over me, actually for all essential workers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean EMS, fire, and law enforcement, including with so far as hospital workers, things of that nature, essential workers. Always
Mm-hmm.
pray that God protect us, guide us throughout the course of our day, help us to make
Mm-hmm.
wise and conscious decisions um, at split of second,
Mm-hmm.
and bring us back home safely to our family according to His will and purpose. I always start every day with that prayer along them lines and get in that mindset. I always ask God for guidance,
Mm-hmm.
on making decisions. I ask them to help me to monitor my emotions. Um, don't allow the call value to cause me to get frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's how I normally start off by me being a supervisor. Um, I've come with the mindset of ready to motivate the people, motivate my
Mm-hmm.
officers up under me. Start with a positive mindset. Hey, all right, guys. Hey, first of all, good morning. Appreciate you guys, being here. Hey, especially if we're on day shift. Go over
Mm-hmm.
different, go over different safety tips and things of that nature. And getting them ready. Help, at a lot of times I have to help my officers with their cases that they're working and getting them
Mm-hmm.
guidance and get them directions in it. You know, so that's my main focus and the mindset. Once I leave up my driveway, say my prayer, go there. We have briefing that morning or that evening.
Mm-hmm.
On the call value, we meet up together. Hey, show them appreciation, give then being here. Um, I go over essential things that we need to know about that maybe got email things and memos, things of that nature. But the biggest thing I always tell them is that don't try to fight any situation by yourself. We are here. Slow down before you make a quick movement, a decision. At times, we don't have that luxury of options. We have to make quick decisions because of how everything is being thrown at us or how the instant is unfolding.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why we have to lean on our training to help us to make quick, fast, better decisions. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, again, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. So that's the main thing. I get them prepared mentally, ready, and give them focus for this next 12 or 13, maybe possible up to 16 hours that be about to work.
Mm-hmm.
To go out here and just to serve the community. Um, but like I say, every morning, I always start with the same prayer for protection and
Mm-hmm.
guidance throughout the course of my shift.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. Now, I want to say congrats because now you a lieutenant. Now I want to
Yeah.
say let's just clap it up for that. I got
Wow, appreciate it, man. Appreciate
to.
it. Yeah.
I got to clap.
Yeah.
So that now leads up to my next question because you were just saying
Mhm.
like you got to speak to the officers now and get them ready
Mhm.
for today. And so
Yeah.
how do this make you feel? Like from day one becoming an officer, now you wake up in the mirror and you see that, dang, like I'm lieutenant now. How does that make you feel career wise? And just knowing that like I'm lieutenant, like I came a long way now.
Yeah. Man, brother, I'm be honest with you. I I never really had a desire to be lead in a leadership position, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest with you, in
Mm-hmm.
the military or in law enforcement. And not trying to sound like a broken record or just make it sound like a cliche, but again, I have to give credit to credit due. Once God started getting involved in my life, I inwardly changed, which we all know that's going to take a process from having the Holy Spirit working within you.
Mm-hmm.
But it changed me and started pushing me in the direction that He want me and what type of person He want Travis to be. And that's that's what happened. I never thought. I'm just telling somebody this day. I never thought that I would ever get to this level in my career when I first started off. That wasn't on my mind. When I first went into the military, I go back to the military, and I'm a segue back into law enforcement because that's how I kind of flow. Military, then I went in law enforcement. When I got into the military, right,
Mm-hmm.
my own thing objective was I want to represent the country, from also as a African American male, and I'm trying to get these benefits and get my college degree.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I never went in there thinking, yeah, I'm gonna try to be a sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
Never. I want to lead. I want to tell someone what to do and guide them. And never. But see,
Mm-hmm.
that's what Travis thought. But with God working in my life, I started pushing towards them things, and leadership roles,
Mm-hmm.
because I just couldn't help it. I was like, we can do this different. We can do this better. But your voice is only allowed is as loud as how much rank and how much power you have. See, if you really want to make true impact, you're gonna have to get out your comfort zone. And if you want to make a difference, you have to be willing to take the challenge and being that leader, being the person to make a difference. You know, can't be the person always go around and complain and, man, why you don't do it this way? Why you don't do it that way? Well, get your ideas, write them down,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to start changing your mindset and thinking, well, you know what? Only way I can make a difference is I have to get in that position so I have a stronger voice. So I have a seat at the table, like they would say. So I can be part of the decision making process.
Mm-hmm.
So that what happened when I got in the military. Boom, 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 start going up in rank. Wanted me and also my wife to stay. But that was a chapter in my life I was ready to go ahead and close because we wanted to start a family, and it would have been too big of a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So segueing to so far as the law enforcement, my my own desire, I just wanted to be an investigator. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I did not want to, again, be in a leadership position where I have to take on more of the burden and responsibility of not, worrying about myself, but I got to
Mm-hmm.
worry about 6, 7 other people. Um, that wasn't on my agenda.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's me talking. But
Mm-hmm.
when you allow God to guide your life and you follow his way, his steps that he have order for you, you start walking. And you start walking towards and walking in that direction that he wants you to go in. Different things start happening, and that's what happened. I wouldn't be where I'm at, and the accomplishments that I have is all because of God. It's all because of what was stirring up in the inside of me, pour out, and it was demonstrated and shown, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what led me to being this leadership role. It's just, I'm like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's all I can say, because 16 years ago, this was not on my mind to be, let alone a lieutenant. So no, who, me? Never. That ain't
Mm-hmm.
never crossed my mind. That never had that. Yeah, I want to be in charge. Never. Mm-mm. But again, with God guiding you, I was like, wow, it's like, if you want to make a difference, only way you make a difference, you got to get a seat at that table. Only way you get a seat at that table, you're gonna have to get promoted and move up. Now,
Right.
are you ready for the challenge? And are you ready to embrace that challenge? Or you just want to be like everybody else, just making a whole bunch of noise and talking, but you
Right.
ain't ready to step to the plate and do what need to be done so your voice can be heard. So that's what happened, man. This right here is the end results.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, and to be honest with you, the way how things rocking and rolling, more elevation coming.
Right.
I
Right.
already see it. Yeah.
That's it's I want to say it's crazy how God just even worked and to say like because you just said um you wasn't trying to look for to be no lieutenant,
No.
and just hearing everybody else story, and I remember Demar, for example, he
Hmm.
was telling me that he had never thought he'd do like content creation. Like he had never
Right.
thought that. But it's crazy how God just leads you in that
Yeah.
direction though.
Yeah.
You want to do one thing, but God told you, nah, I want you to do
Hmm.
this. And it's like,
Yeah.
I never expect me doing this, but I'm doing it now. So
Yeah.
and it's crazy.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, if you just let him accept him and just let him work within you, you'll
Mm-hmm.
be amazing of because if people realize he's a creator. You know, he's the potter, we the clay. Now who gonna know more about this the creator or the created?
Mm-hmm.
So again, I just pray, ask him for guidance, and he start guiding and moving me in different directions. Um, you know, because I accept and I got a clear understanding that for everything I'm doing is this it's bigger than me. I'm just part of a bigger objective, a bigger plan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, that's it. And I'm just playing my part in my position.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, everything I do is not for me; it's for somebody else. And once everybody kind of get that understanding that you are part of a bigger plan, of a bigger impact,
Mm-hmm.
where you go in life, it's unlimited. Yeah, it's unlimited, man. But yeah, so that's what happened, man. When I got it, it was a shocker to me. It was in the sense of like, wow, and it was like the opportunity is there, but it was up to
Mm-hmm.
me whether I'm going to continue to move forward because the opportunity
Mm-hmm.
was there for me. But I had to make a decision and a choice whether I was going to actually step up to the challenge and accept it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and that's what happened, man. I step up to it. I say, God, if you guide me, push me in this direction, if it's your will, let it be done.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and even go back, and I got to bring this up because this came to me. When I've
Mm-hmm.
been in investigations, you got to realize when I went into investigations, I was the only African American person up there,
Oh wow.
and I knew that was one of the things that was going to happen. I was the only
Right.
African American. Yeah, yeah, only one.
That is wild.
But I said, well, this is my desire. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Now a lot
Mm-hmm.
of others probably would have been like, man, I ain't about to do that. But
Yeah.
you got to realize again. Go back to what I said at the beginning of our interview. Again, I want to go and represent the African American culture to
Right.
show everybody that show others that if I can do it, you can do it. I'm I'm
Right.
I'm no different, no special than anybody else. I can do it. You can do it. You just first you just got to believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You got to believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't doubt yourself. Don't sell your own self short. You know, and that's the thing. So again, I doing it for me, but truly I'm doing it for all of us that look like me. That if I did it, you can do it too.
Mm. Man. That's like that's really good right there. Woo, man.
Man.
And now we coming up to 46 minutes. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, I said the
Going
same
strong, man.
thing. We going
Yeah, man,
strong.
we going strong, man. It's not we only been on here about 16 minutes. But versus
That what it feel
46.
like. That what it
Yeah.
feel like. I'm not lying. That's exactly what it feel like. But then I look back at it, I was like, dang, we had 46 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, man, we rolling and flowing, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So my next question I wanted to ask you, I asked
Mhm.
teacher about this,
Yeah,
and she told me how she felt along the lines of this, and I'm sorry to
right,
hear about the loss of your son. I want to
right.
ask you, like, how did that make you feel when you got the news of your son, and how did it affect law you in law enforcement?
Well, I would say this. I tell everybody that me losing my son, our son Josiah, um, and dealing
Oh,
with
I'm
that
sorry.
process.
I'm sorry. It's Josiah. It's not
Yeah,
Joshua.
Josiah. Yeah.
I apologize. I
Oh
really
yeah.
do.
Oh no, no. I'm not offended at all, brother. I'm not offended at all.
Okay.
But the dealing with that, that's the hardest thing I ever dealt with my whole life. Wasn't going to war. Wasn't getting shot at, and ended up getting shot. That was the hardest thing I ever dealt with in my life. Because I was powerless. Um, it's nothing else that we could have done.
Hmm.
We went in there, went to the hospital with a child, and several hours later, we left out of the hospital without a child. Um, had the room set up, everything. Um, Make the phone call to everybody from the hospital to let them know that Josiah didn't make it. Um, to have the doctor, to come in there and look at us and say, hey, we got to make a decision. Two things can happen. If we allow him to stay in there with this affection, we can allow him to stay in there, but you run the risk of not only losing him, but losing also your wife. She can also lose her life. Or, or you're already here. We can go ahead and give birth and try again. So when the doctor came, he left out of the room and told us to make that decision. I do like I always do. Nothing changed. Pray. Ask God for guidance. Got the answer. And he made a decision. Probably within 10 minutes, man. I had a clear understanding that we can have an opportunity to create and give life again. But in my mind, how I was thinking is that this is the woman I want to be with. I'm not risking nothing for her jeopardy in her life. I love my son. We love our son, but yeah, I mean, I may not didn't have the opportunity of seeing you grow up, but um, I love this woman, and then we can have another opportunity of trying again. You know, so that went down, and I had making hard phone calls. And again, I tell everybody that's dealing with that process was the hardest thing that I ever dealt with. But when it initially went down, it happened. But I had to take my emotions. Yeah, I cried a little bit, but I take it and I balled it up because I had to be strong for her. Uh, so I didn't initially really dealt with it much until until this see with trauma, this people don't understand. We can't control triggers, and to a certain degree, you cannot control how you cope and grieve to a certain degree based upon what's currently going on in your life. And what I mean by that is I did not properly grieve dealing with him. I had to be tough. I had to be strong for my wife. I had to be strong for everybody else. So when this how everything gonna connect. When I got shot, right? Me getting shot opened up past trauma, and it opened up that layer of grief that I had initially had uh stored up from Josiah, because losing Josiah was a loss. When I got shot, I almost lost my life. So I start grieving around the feeling of loss, or to lose something, and it took me back to my son Josiah. It put me in reason why, because it dealt with him was dealing with losing of a life. I almost lost my life. So um I start really grieving about him in 2019 after I got shot. And we went to the job set up, went through a counselor and things of that nature. And it it me getting shot, I couldn't put no more of a wall up there, because dealing with it, because everything that I had so far as dealing with grief and trying to push and pack down my emotions, dealing with grief and loss, you get shot, open it up. And what I mean by that, which I'm being transparent as much as possible. If I went to a movie theater, I had never in my life thought about crying in a movie theater. But when I saw certain scenes, especially if it dealt, it can be so far as a superhero movie, or military, whatever. When someone's about to lose their life, they fought, and they're about to lose their life, I got emotional. I was like, what is going on? This is not me. And my mind went back to almost about to lose my life, and my mind went back to losing my son who lost his life. So that's how all that came around, and I started grieving about actually the grief that I had pushed aside for him came up when I got shot, dealing with that process. So again, after 2019, I had to shift and had to deal with anxiety. And that's the biggest. That's a big thing that a lot of people kind of suffer and deal with now: anxiety and depression. So that pushed me into doing different things to mentally prepare myself. Um, when I come home to get ready for the next day, that's when I got into my, excuse me, essential oils and things of that nature. Certain type of I go on YouTube, certain type of white noise, things like that to help sleep. Heavy, 2019 and 2020. Um, yeah, it showed me and gave me a better understanding when people who dealt with anxiety and things like that. Never in my life I had ever dealt with anxiety, but after I got shot, your body is shift and change based upon trauma. Um, And that's what happened. You know, I remember back in it had been maybe in 2021. Um, when I got shot, a certain officer was on the radio talking and stuff like that, and I heard him 21 just going to a regular call something, and he had needed backup, and just to hear his voice with that same type of stress behind it that I heard in 2018 when I got shot, it took me back there, and I immediately felt them same emotions. And it was a trigger. And we don't understand that we're dealing with past traumas. Certain things, you hear certain things, see certain things, will trigger those emotions. All before I never dealt with that. You know, so now dealing with what I dealt with, now I can go and relate and talk with others about that, triggers. Also PSTD, PTSD, post traumatic trauma. Now I can relate to it because I have dealt with certain uh, trauma events that I deal with that PTSD. So again, that's why you got to have that balance. You got to have certain things set up to help you to properly cope with life as a whole. Um, you know, because if not, you're gonna implode, meaning that you're gonna self construct and shut down. You know.
Mm. Well, that's good. Dang, it's raining outside. I'm gonna go to the gym now. Think. What I'm gonna do?
You want me to stop, but nigga, I ain't gon' never stop. You want me to fall, but nigga, I ain't gon' never fall. I see you seeing bullshit, I ain't going in, breaking anyway and check the balance on my shoulders.
Buy on more than a sports drink.
Whew. It just wow. Because I never really know anything about post traumatic. You said post traumatic trauma?
Yeah, post traumatic stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, PTSD. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I heard things. You hear things about it and all. And,
yeah. I mean, you don't have to go to war to suffer from it.
yeah.
A lot of people don't realize, and that's another thing too, that we don't realize that you got to have a balance in dealing with your mental health. You have the spiritual side, God side, things of that nature, spiritual side, but you also got to have the physical also rep into
Right.
it. And at times certain things we have to, have to go and get therapy to help you deal with the physical aspect of certain things going on in your life. Um, you know, so yeah, your trauma life dealing with growing up. You might have saw some things growing up in your household, around your family, things of that nature
Mhm.
that you are internally suffering and dealing with. Um, you know, um, yeah, and certain things can trigger. But
Right.
again, you have to, once you go to a therapist, or not even a therapist, you just sit down and talk with somebody uh, that you can confide in, and they can kind of steer you in the right direction if they self have been through trauma.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we don't talk a lot about, especially in African American culture. A lot of us got a lot of trauma, man. A lot of us got a lot of trauma um, that we are hurting from. Um, a lot of us had the mind we a lot of us dealing with the abandonment syndrome. Um, I mean by that is not saying it was intentionally done, but as especially as a young child, if you always your mother and father was always in and out. You always been with your grandparents, with your great aunt or whoever. You always felt like you was abandoned. And we don't realize that we deal with that type of trauma. So again, a lot of us are dealing with a lot of, like I said again, a lot of layers of trauma, and certain things are, will trigger it, but you didn't even realize that you were dealing with that trauma. That man, why I get mad every time this happens or things like that. And you also have to go back to your past, like what happened, and those and you dealt with triggers, and see certain things can cause other things to trigger within you that you didn't realize. But you have took the time to go back and look at your past and actually study you what took place in your past and to line it up with with therapy and things of that nature. Yeah, man, it's deep.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's deep.
Yeah, it's deep.
It's deep. Yeah, yeah. So now we coming up into an hour.
Okay.
A whole hour.
Yes, sir.
It's been good. It's been good.
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying it, man. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, man. This day has been a great day, man.
Right.
Man, been a great day.
All right. You recording? Okay. All right. No, that's cool. Let's get it. As an underdog, people, they view you differently. My whole first ever Reebok that I ever had. Reebok classic, all black. That was my favorite of all time. Reebok made who I am today. Made me confident of myself, and what I represent. Knowing that I represent the people mostly. So I feel like that's what Reebok is for. Mostly just for the people. My name is Tyreek Manel, and this is my Reebok testimony. So
Yeah.
if I don't know, have you watched Tesha episode? I don't know if you have watched it.
No, I did. I'm be honest. I didn't get around to checking it out. I watched tomorrow. And I watched the other. You had a young lady on there as well.
Okay.
Another young lady. I watched hers as well. Yeah.
So that means you know about the segment then.
I kind of remember. I'll be honest. I watched a lot of other different podcasts as well.
I got
So
you. I got you.
Yeah.
So with this segment, I call it "Think Before You Speak."
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
basically, what this segment is, I might throw you out a riddle here and there,
Okay.
or throw you a question like, "What's your favorite this, your favorite that?" And then you have to explain why this is your favorite or something,
Okay.
et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's get it. Okay, first one is. Oh, I did. Supposed to mention to you, it is rapid fire. Like you gotta.
Oh, okay, I got you. I ain't got
answer.
much
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
to explain. Okay. I had a feeling it probably was.
So the first one is favorite drink.
Sweet tea. Extra sweet tea. By green leaf.
Yes,
Sweet
sir.
tea, baby.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Why sweet tea?
Oh man, just when I drink it, it's so relaxing, man.
It is.
I normally drink. I try to drink it if if I'm working. It's kind of like
Uh-huh.
like a reward to me because I try to limit how much sugar I take in.
Right.
I don't drink sodas and things of that nature. So
Okay.
drinking that is like I say, like a little reward to myself. After having a hard day at work.
Right. I can understand that
Yeah.
completely.
Yes,
Favorite
sir.
childhood memory.
Favorite childhood memory would be hanging out with my cousin, my aunt, and my uncle, going to a certain little park down in Manning, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Along with my grandfather. My grandfather, who don't pass, several years ago. He also took us there.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little park that the church always had certain events at,
Mm-hmm.
and that's another thing. I know we keep on talking about God, but hey, man, God being so good in my life, He's the reason why I'm
Right.
here. But my grandfather is another main reason why I start my relationship with knowing God.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing him going to church and things of that nature, being the first one there, last one to leave. You know, but anyway, the church always had an event at this park called Takar Park in Mansfield. Well, outside of Man, South Carolina.
Uh-huh.
Over there on the other side, like David Station. But we
Mm-hmm.
always go there in the summertime, man. Used to have a great time.
Right.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
yeah, man.
Favorite meal, including sides.
Oh, favorite meal, including size. One of the things I enjoy, I love macaroni and cheese. Um,
Macaroni and cheese.
I love macaroni and cheese. Love salmon.
Salmon.
Yeah, with some salmon. I love steamed vegetables. Yeah,
Steamed
some
vegetables.
macaroni and cheese, salmon with some steamed vegetables, and
Mm-hmm.
my sweet tea. Yeah, I'm good to go, man. Oh yeah, I'm good. Hey, I'm good to go. Yes,
Wait,
sir.
which one? Which one is the entree? The salmon is the entree.
The salmon. Yeah, salmon. It's the entree with the
Okay.
macaroni and
Okay.
cheese, and my sides will be, like I said, it'll be the steamed vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a
Yes,
good. I
sir.
like that. I like that.
Yes, sir.
So now we getting up to the riddles now. Now
Okay.
everybody, every time we do the riddles, everybody trying to find an answer in the sky or over here, over there. It's like you just got to think. You just
Okay.
got to think. You just got to think. That's all you got to do. Just
Oh
think.
my goodness. Okay. Give
All
my best.
right. So the first riddle we got is what goes up but never comes down?
Go up, never come down. I don't know. I would sound like gravity.
Gravity?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gravity
that's
always rises you up, but it never come down. What
that's a
bring you
fine
down is your weight.
that's a fine answer.
Um.
I give you 3 tries. So give me like
Okay.
3 answers. That's the first one.
Okay.
Gravity.
Okay. First in gravity. Always go up, but never comes down. Always go up, but never comes down. I'm thinking about clouds. Um. Hmm.
Yeah.
Gravity, clouds. Uh.
Wait, is clouds your second answer?
Mhm.
Okay, clouds.
Yeah.
Okay. Gravity,
Yeah.
clouds. Okay.
Um. Ah. Third one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Um. Gravity, clouds. I'm trying to think what else goes up never comes down.
What goes up never comes down.
What was up? I heard that before, but I can't remember. I have heard that before.
I would give a hint. I just don't want to give it away.
I got you.
I just don't want
Uh,
to. Wait, I'm gonna give you a hint though. I would give you a hint. I give you this hint. You get one every year. I just say that. That's all I'm gonna say.
I got you. In that perspective, it have to be your age.
Yes, that's the answer.
Yeah, hey, it's good. Yeah, you're right. It never goes down. You're right. You're right. Stay rising.
Right. I knew that I was
Oh
gonna say
man.
that. I was gonna give it
Oh,
away.
it's good. I'm thinking about something physical.
Oh, you think it's something else?
Yeah.
So the next
Yeah.
one is, what is always coming but never arrives?
Always come but never arrive.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a real good one. Always come but never arrive.
Never arrives.
It always be coming, but it never arrives.
Never.
Huh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I don't know. Always come but never arrive.
Arrives. That is a good one.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one. I can't.
You need a hint?
Yeah, man, I need that hint, brother.
Uh, I'm trying. Let me think of a hint where, so like the last one, I won't give it away.
Right.
What is always coming but never arrives?
Yeah. That what category we talking? Yeah, like yeah. What category we talking about? Science,
Um,
uh, nature, um,
it's no, it's not in the line of nature. I wouldn't say it's nature
nature.
in a
I
way.
got you.
It's uh, I'm trying to. I don't know if I can give it, because if I say this hint, I'm gonna probably
You
give
give
it
it away.
away. Yeah, probably give it away.
Let me ask you this right here. Is it something that we as people probably use every day or deal with every day?
It's something you can't use. I'll say that. It's nothing like you can
Okay.
use every day, but it's like the question said. It always is coming, but you just never know when it's going to arrive. You
Hmm.
like just gotta think about it, like deep.
Shoot, I
If
don't
that
know.
makes
That
sense.
almost sounds like death. It's going to come, but I don't know when it's going to happen. That,
I would say
it
that
always,
is a
it's
good answer.
always.
That is a good answer, though. That
I
is a
mean,
good
it's going to
answer.
come, but I don't know when.
That is a good answer, though. I would say that.
But I guess you say it never arrives.
It never
Never
arrives.
arrives. I mean, so I guess that would throw that out.
Well, that is a good answer. I would say that, though.
Yeah, yeah, throw that out though, 'cause it's gonna arrive.
It's going to arrive
Sooner or later,
someday.
yeah,
You just never
yeah, it's
know.
gonna arrive. Never know.
You never
Um,
know.
always come but never arrive. Oh, well, that nigga got me stumped.
Let me think of a hint. That would say.
Yeah, that nigga got me stumped, boy.
Um,
Always come but never arrive.
it's kind of complicated to give a hint on this one.
Yeah,
You just need an answer.
yeah, I might need to answer on that one, boy.
All right. So the question is, what is always coming but never arrives? And the answer is tomorrow.
Gotcha.
That
You right.
was a good one. That
That
was a
was
good one.
good. Man, but it is something that we always do it each day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's always coming but never arrives.
it
That is
never
true.
arrives.
That is true. So we got one more. Now I know my fiance, she got this one right. I
Okay.
know she did. But I think this one will be easier. Um People make me, save me, change me, raise me. What am I?
People make you
Save
raise you.
me, change me, raise me. What am I?
She almost sound like a child. Yeah.
It do sound like a child,
Yeah. Raise you, change you, man. They make you raise you, change you. Oh, like a baby.
ain't
Oh man. Oh, people made me Say it again. People make me, change
People
me.
make me, save me, change me, raise me. What am I? Now, this you do use every day. You do use this well, depends on what you're doing. I say.
Okay.
If you gotta use it every day, that's cool with you. If you don't, then it's fine too. Now, with that hint, I'm gonna say the question again. People make me, save me, change me, and raise me. What am I?
Oh man.
It's something
Mm,
physical.
man.
Well, yeah, I would say physical.
Uh,
Because you can use it two ways. I say
you use it two ways.
you can use it two ways.
Oh man. Uh,
We always get done with the riddles.
yeah, man. It's good. That's a good real though. Make me change every day.
Let's,
Shoot, I almost
let's
sound like
take
a baby.
it. Take a guess on it. This first thing come to mind.
Make me.
Save me, change me, and raise me.
That part raised me. Now you mean like something physically getting raised?
Yeah, physically. That's the part that getting you to raise me.
Yeah.
People make me, save me, change me, and raise me.
And someone you say someone you can most likely use every day.
You can use it. You can use it every day, or you don't have to use it. And you can use it two ways.
Use it two ways. Now, what you mean by two ways? You mean um like two
Like you
ways?
can. I don't want to say it. I do not want
Yeah.
to say it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
running into. Um,
Yeah. Almost sound say you raise all. I mean, he got me something. He said, use it every day at school. Don't.
you use it every day. I'm talking
Yeah,
about everybody. I mean, everybody in the world use it.
almost sound like toothpaste. Should be. Well, I don't know.
That would be a good answer. I would say. It's not
Yeah.
toothpaste though. It's
No,
not.
not toothpaste.
It's not
You
toothpaste.
did not. Crazy made me change me
And save me.
and save me. That saved me.
Save me.
Man, I was like
That's
clothes, man. I almost sound like clothes or something, man. Something physical, man.
something physical. Something physical
Yeah,
that you can
yeah, that
use.
was yeah, but a lot of different things can fit in that category, it seems like though.
Yeah, yeah. People make me, change, save me, change me, and raise me. I think this is the raise part that's getting to you.
Yeah, that what got me initially raised me. Like I'm thinking raising like a child,
Right, right,
But
right.
you raise,
Okay,
you
when I say you can use it two ways, just think of you can use it two ways and you can save it, and then you can change it. Then people can make
I got you. I almost sound like ice.
ice.
Yeah, because ice is two ways. Ice can be frozen as ice cubes, and you can change and melt
That's
it and be water.
yeah,
That's
that is
that's
a
that's
good
a,
answer.
that's a
That's a good
physical
answer.
conversation.
That's a good answer.
You raise, in a sense, you got to create ice. And I guess
Right,
that form of
right.
going from the chemical stage of water
Every
and get hardened up and raise, I guess, to ice. I don't know. It comes solid. Uh, and you can save it by putting it in the freezer.
you can save it. Hey,
Yeah,
that is
yeah. And a lot of people
wow.
use ice every day. I mean,
People do use ice every day. Wow.
I give up, man. That's all I got.
But nah, it's the way you saying these riddles and all, like the answer that you give, it makes sense though. Like,
Yeah,
why
I
wouldn't
mean,
that
it
be the answer?
does.
Why wouldn't that be the answer? It makes
Yeah,
sense,
like,
I would say.
yeah, why would it be the answer, man? He said use it every day. Use it two
Use it,
ways. I can
use
use
it two
that two
ways.
ways.
You can't use it two ways.
Yeah, I can use that 2 ways, man.
You
Oh,
can.
that. But the raising part would get me.
You need the
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah. I don't give out, man. I say the answer. Not ice.
You said ice.
Not definitely not no
What
definitely not
else
no
you said?
toothpaste. You can't use toothpaste no 2
Yeah,
ways.
toothpaste.
Um,
And you said a baby, I think.
then but you can't use a baby 2 ways. So
Yeah, you can't use the baby two ways.
maybe 2 ways. Nah. So baby. Yeah, I'll give out a couple of them out there.
All right. So the answer is I'm gonna say the question again. People
Yeah.
make me, save me, change me, raise me. What am I?
That's no
And the
bank account
answer is
almost. Well, go ahead.
say it again.
I said almost sounds like your bank account. Money.
That is the answer.
Money? Bank
That's
account?
the answer. Money. That's the
Money.
answer.
I said, I got that in. I got that in. You can raise it.
You can raise it, you can save it, you can change. That's what I was trying to get to when I said
Something
save.
physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can use it 2 ways: cash and the card.
Yeah, and you can raise the amount you got.
Yeah.
Now you will throw in there, you can raise me and decrease me.
You probably would have got it.
No, but then again, that could be a lot of different stuff too.
That can. But you can't
Yeah,
use it.
use 2 ways.
What can you use every day though?
Huh?
I said, what can you use it every day though? If you decrease me?
Well, your bank account, you going use more like you're gonna use every day.
Yeah.
You can raise it. You can use it 2 ways: save or spend.
Save or spend.
Yeah. And most people gonna use it every day.
If they got
but then and then you bank account for money. Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
That was good, man. I enjoyed that, man.
Good. That was good.
I enjoyed that, man.
So now, good Lord, we is coming up in an hour and 22 minutes.
Man, teacher went this long.
She was like, I want to say 46 minutes.
Hey,
46.
man, whoever went longest, man?
Who
So
went the longest?
Someone give you past an hour and 20 something, man. Someone give you an hour and a half, 2 hours?
They gave me the longest I ever had was episode 2. His name was Heard. He gave me an hour and 16. So this is the longest.
Hello, man. Hey, man, I'm in the books, man.
He's breaking records.
Yeah, I'm breaking records, baby. I tell you, that's what it's all about, baby. Hey, when I come home, man, it'll be different, man. I'm telling you. I like to take things to the next level, baby.
Right. I see.
Yes, sir.
Right. So
man.
I want to say we might end it 2 hours. We might. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know yet. We might. We might end in 2 hours.
Yeah, man. You got some more. Yeah, man. You got any more questions, man? Hey, I'm good.
The question it's like a 2-part question that I always ask everybody.
Right.
The first one is, what advice would you give your 15-year-old self? And the second part to the question is, what advice would you give anyone that's trying to join law enforcement?
Okay, let me start. The 15-year-old self. 15. See, 15, I was in 10th grade. What I had going on? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what I would have done anything differently. Now, I would give my 19 and 20 self of age the advice. With that, I would have told myself to be even tighter with my money.
Okay.
Be even tighter with my money. Even when it came to family members, be even tighter. you know, had something that happened to me when I was around that age. I don't. Well, first of all, I don't live in regret.
Right.
I don't live in regret. Because if you live in regret, it cancels out your future or your possibility of having a better future if you're always
Okay.
living in the past. So
Right.
so questions like this here, yeah, I know I do have an answer, but everything have a way of working itself out.
Right. Right.
And that's what I always believe on. That's what I stand on. But if I had to go back and would give some wise advice, I'd say, man, be a little more tighter with your money.
Okay.
Uh, you know, don't be so in a sense gullible.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, even though you think this family member had a good intention, no, you shouldn't allow them to have access to everything you had.
Right.
So,
Right.
but yeah, that's the advice I'll definitely would give my 19 and 20-year-old self back then.
Okay.
Now, advice as far as going to law enforcement is that before you go in law enforcement, you have to ask yourself this: are you willing to be able to separate yourself from even family members that does not line up with what you got going on concerning of living that positive life and not
Mm-hmm.
being involved and connected around certain things and be involved or be around certain things? Are you willing to separate yourself from that and draw a line?
Mm.
That's what I was asking about it. If you're not willing to do that and live draw a line, draw a line between things that you can be evolving around. If you having to struggle with that, there's no need for you to join off if you have not made up in your mind that you are willing to disconnect yourself, um, or distant. I should say distant yourself from certain ones who live a
Mm-hmm.
certain type of lifestyle.
Right.
You have to be able to do that because with that, it um, comes with the territory. And I guess
Mm-hmm.
it was easier for me to do it because as being a believer, I'm already have to do that.
Right.
So being law enforcement, that was nothing for me because I'm
Mm-hmm.
already living that type of life. I can't be involved around certain things. So but I would tell anybody that, hey, if you having a struggle to dealing with that, um, law enforcement is not gonna make it better. Yeah.
Mm. Mm. That's deep. I would
Yeah,
say that's deep.
that's the honest truth.
Right.
That's
Mm.
you got to be able to separate yourself, man. Sometimes that could be a challenge for certain people because of um well, that's my family, that's my blood, and all that things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, what people gonna say? Hey, people going. I mean, you got to be willing to handle and deal with that. And it brought me to my second thing. I always think about my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, having a father in law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, I always think about her and when I go out here and represent her, and I try my best to do right by people. So if she does hear my name in the street when she get older, I want her to hear that, man, your pops all right, man. He look out for me, man. Man, your pops crazy, man. He ain't what I
Right.
thought he was. He's not who I thought he was. What I expect him to be.
Right.
That's why
Right.
I will want her to hear, uh, because by her having a father in law enforcement, she knows that's another element that she has to deal with as a child. You know, so I think about that all the time.
Right. Right.
Yeah, now and her being 7, well being 8 now. Oh, she loving it. She embracing it. Oh, daddy lawful, yeah, yeah, yeah. But you know, again, people with the stigma with law enforcement. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that popo at 12, I won't be around them. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
all this,
Yeah.
all this.
Right.
Um, You know what I'm saying? She don't see it now because she don't have the mindset, the intellect to uh fully understand the stigma behind it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So she's real innocent now. So again, I always I think about her. Well, I know Tisha, I mean she used to it. It don't
You don't
it
bother,
don't
don't
bother it
bother
don't
her.
bother it
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
bother her. You know what I'm saying? Everybody again plus her circle. Her
Mm-hmm.
circle, but again, my daughter really haven't fully experienced it yet because of her young age and really understand it yet. But when she
Mm-hmm.
get her, honestly, by the time she get in her teens, I'll be at the latter part of my career by that time.
Right. Right.
So, and plus, on that same note, we do have a lot of people in law enforcement that also are coaches and things of that nature in the community that do dual roles, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, especially as African Americans, a lot of us do that dual role and coach and stuff. So, people get again the younger generation does get to see the other side uh,
Right. Right.
of policing. It's more than locking them up, put you in jail or taking your freedom away. It's about again serving the serving part that's come with the community policing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Man. Did you man, I want to ask you, like,
Yeah.
did you experience like some people come into law enforcement like not have the mindset that you have, like, oh, I got to do this for the culture, but they have another mindset instead. Did you experience that with others?
Well, you talking about just as uh dealing with this with our ethnicity group or dealing with other
This in like in general, like anybody that comes into law enforcement, like do
oh
they have
well
like a different goal or something?
oh yeah. Now don't it's this gonna sound rough, but I understand their mindset. I understand where they're
Mhm.
coming from. You have some people like I'm trying to lock up each and everybody who deserves to be locked up evil.
Okay.
You know, I'm here to put away the evil. I'm not here trying to save. I'm put them away.
Okay.
And I understand that objective, and
Right.
mindset, um, because part of our job, I mean, that's what we are here for. We are
Mhm.
here to be that light, to push away that evil. And with that being said, sometimes to get rid of the evil, it takes more than just talking. It does involve the other part of our job, which means handcuffs, taking your freedom away.
Mhm.
You know, so you do run into that. And it seems like in the military the same way.
Mhm.
And some of them is thirsty for war action, like put down the enemy, like you know, take them down, two to the body, one in the head. I mean, just
Mm.
love, patriot,
Right.
love this country. I bleed this country. Yeah, you got your patriots out there. Like
Right. Right.
anything come up against this state, and this country, I'm slaughtering them.
Right.
No question asked. Mama, daddy, children, the whole family can get it. You
Mhm.
have some of that mindset, and I get where they come from. Um, you know, but again, it's more than just doing that. You still can make a difference, even if without shooting somebody, without putting handcuffs over them.
Mhm.
Um, you still can make a difference with the words that proceed out of your mouth. Um, you know, but again, it's just it always everything's all based upon the incident and what's going on.
Right.
Uh, or what measures or what process need to be pushed to be effective. So
Mhm. That's good. That's good.
yeah.
Dang. So my next question is, um, what is your goals in the next like 5 or 10 years of being a lieutenant?
Woo.
or whatever, because it might not even be lieutenant. It might be something else. With
Not be.
it might be.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be very transparent with you. Is that I'm going wherever God takes me.
I like the answer.
Um, Again, it's bigger than me. Travis' goals my goals had already been met. Again,
Mhm.
my goal, only thing I want to be was an investigator. Check, done. Where I go in the next 5 or 10 years, it looked very promising. It's up. And I honestly believe, not trying to sound arrogant, but just speaking truth, is
Mhm.
that where God want me to go, it's gonna be the same thing. Like, son, this is what I want you to do.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, it's my decision whether I'm a heed to what he's pushing me towards to, or I'm gonna stop. Because again, I never expected to be in this position. I didn't want to I didn't have desire to be in this position when I first got in the force. Because you got to realize, us as men, um, a lot of us know we yearn, desire power and a title and control. That's never was me. Mm-mm. But everything that I get involved in, somehow, some shape, form, or fashion, I end up getting pushed in certain positions where I didn't plan to go there. But
Right.
me uh, listening and just allowing God to guide me, I just end up there.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm seeing that I'm definitely gonna elevate. Uh, I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, I'm gonna elevate to be in a position of being a chief, because that definitely is not on my mind. But I do see myself probably going up one more position.
Right.
Um, Before I lay it all down, uh, lay the badge and gun down. I definitely see that. But as of right now, myself, my personal goal has already been accomplished. Um, so now what I want to do is make impact and make change, and make an impact and make change. If it calls me to get promoted again, well, um, if that what God want, it will happen.
Right.
But as right now, it's not like, oh yeah, I want to be chief. That's not my objective.
Mhm.
My objective is again, have not changed, is to be obedient to him, represent the kingdom properly, represent the culture properly, represent my family properly, and try to make a difference out here. And try to make impact.
I like that. I like that because just like what scripture that is, I can't remember an actual scripture, but I think it's Jeremiah. I don't know, like,
Oh,
don't get me wrong.
yeah,
I can't quote on it right now.
yeah,
I
I
just
think right.
know,
I think
yeah,
it's 28 and 10 that he make
he
the
already
way
had
and plan.
the plans. Yeah, yeah, something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So like God already had the plans out. He already had
Mm-hmm.
the plan laid out for you that
Mm-hmm.
okay, you're gonna be doing this, you're gonna be doing that.
You
But I
see,
mean, oh, you go ahead.
people got to realize this is how I look at so far as life. Is that my life, your life is a book, right?
Hmm.
Like any book, you have a cover and you have a back cover. Back cover always is the ending. In the front cover, you look at the front cover, you have a table of contents sh- laying out each chapter that the reader is going to read And as the pages go through, it that table of contents shows what art gonna be on the pages.
Right.
That's how we are. We are book. We go into different chapters in our life. You know, I had a chapter in my life with military. That chapter had been completed. Next chapter, military started. But within that chapter, um, you know, well, I put like this. That chapter began another chapter in my life, marriage. Then another chapter,
Mhm.
bringing in the family. So we go through different chapters in our life. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how the book. We don't know how the book is going to end. I put like this. We have an ending in the book. That's whether you believe in God, give your life to Christ. That's your ending. Is going to be the final chapter. Should be heaven.
Yeah.
Um, but between the chapters, between the pages, we are going through it ourselves, uh, day by day, page by page. We going through it page by page, different chapters in our life. And that's how I look at it. That's for each and everybody, you know. And God He's the author. He's the author. And the author, they're the ones that write the books. This is a book of Travis Scott. you know, and going through chapter to chapter, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. We're going through chapters of my life. Some chapters are, some of the stories and some of the paragraphs are kind of rough, you know, because of different instances, different things that happen, you
Hmm.
know. But again, I'm just following his lead, keeping him first, and it's trying to be obedient, be positive, and just trusting him. That's the biggest thing. Just
That's
trusting
the
him.
biggest thing. Yeah.
That's one of the challenges, man. Trusting him, having patience, and you know, staying humble. Don't get big head. I can run around here. Yeah, outshot. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, unless people actually personally know me, they don't know. I don't have
Hmm.
people sit. I don't have people sit across or be in a conversation. Be like, man, you heard about the officers, man? Yeah, you got shot down there in Florence, 2018, man. Boy, that was crazy. Boom, 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 boom,
Hmm.
boom, boom. And I be sitting there. Oh yeah, yeah, man, I was, yeah. But granted, I can say, oh yeah, I was one of them. Yeah, yeah, I got shot right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, it is. I let it live. I let others, talk about it, things of that nature. I'm just, thankful, grateful. He left me alive for a reason. And that's why I'm still here to, to continue out. I haven't reached the last chapter in my book. That's the thing. I haven't reached that last chapter yet. Or, the conclusion is gonna be heaven, but I haven't reached that last chapter, man. Prior to
Right.
the conclusion, man.
It's not
Not
finished
finished,
yet.
man. I ain't finished
Not
yet. It's
done
still,
yet. Not done yet.
yeah, man. I still got more chapters. He still got more work for me to do.
Yeah.
So
And this
yeah,
speaking of chapters, this is going to be a document as well.
yeah.
So
Yes, sir, man.
it's going to be documented as well. So the people want to come back and just listen to this episode,
Yeah,
where you can find it, and that leads to the next segment of let them know where they can find you. You
man. Now this is gonna sound funny, man.
know.
I look right now. I'm not on nothing.
You own nothing.
I own nothing. But here's the thing. Let me tell you why. Which I'm still. I might change that, but I got to see.
Right.
But this, I know we're supposed to be in it, but yeah, I got to explain why I'm not on nothing. When everything went down with us losing Josiah, me and Tisha,
Uh-huh.
I shut everything down.
Okay.
Um, and I haven't opened it back up rolling yet again.
Right.
And the reason why I had shut it down because again, I wanted time to self. Um, and deal with everything. Then a couple of years later, 2018 happened. I got shot again. I wanted time, to self and deal with everything. So that's why I never went back into the social media. Everybody get in contact with me through Tesha, through my wife.
Right.
That's how everybody really get in contact with me, through that way outside of email, things of that nature. I know that sound crazy, like, oh man, this 2024, everybody in the social media, boo boo. Yeah, I am. I'm connected that way, but I haven't really
Right.
branched out there to get involved in that type of setting because I know all that come flooding in. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't embarked upon reopening and starting that back up again. Not yet. Um,
Right.
that might change in 2025. I might go back on Facebook and do something, but a lot of times people want to get in contact with me. They normally go through, it go through Tisha and word
Right.
them out through my phone. Somebody who wants to have my number, things of that nature. Um, but yeah, my email address is my last name Scott.Travis, the number one at Yahoo, dot com. Again, Coach Tisha Scott. Yeah, yeah. I'll just be honest with you, man.
Right.
You
Right.
really do.
Right.
Rick, reach out to me. Yeah, easy to get along with. And also too because of what I do as a profession. Excuse me, I get a lot of phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
Get a lot of phone calls and everything else, man. So yeah, that's why I'm really not on social media like that. Outside of being associated with the church, yeah, that's why I'm really not on there. Kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in investigations, I used to be on there because I'm because the cases and stuff I work.
Right.
But yeah, I might plug it back on and get it rolling in 2025. I don't know. I
We
got to
just
see.
gonna wait and see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to see, man.
We just gotta wait
Got
and
to
see.
see. I know it make me sound almost old fashioned out of date, but before 2015, I had a page. I was on there,
Mm-hmm.
But after all that took place, a lot of people started flooding in. It was just too much, man. I was like, man, I just gonna fade away, and you know, um, and if a lot of people got to get in contact with me, always be through my wife, So
Right. Right. Right.
yeah,
Right. Right. Well, we got an exclusive.
yeah,
So
we definitely,
2025, 20 in my hey.
yeah,
That's all we're gonna say. That's all we're gonna say.
yeah.
2025.
That's it.
2025. That's all we can say right now.
Yes, sir.
2025.
Yes, sir.
But,
Yeah, man.
we got it. And woo, it's the longest
Yeah.
of all. We broke
It
records
don't.
today.
Yeah, man. It don't feel like it was a long time,
It
man.
don't feel like it. It do not
Yeah,
feel
it feels.
like you said 16 minutes. That would it feel like.
Yeah, man, it does. I'll be honest with
Yeah.
you, man. Surprised I'm not tired. We rolling all day. Did a community
Right.
picnic. Man, we had 14 people to get baptized, give their life to God. Man,
14.
so yeah, 14, man. Yeah, man. It's amazing, man. We have it on the church page, man, AFC and our fellowship church. It be posted on there, the video, got our youth exposure tomorrow. Man, yeah, man, God moving, man. Yeah. I could, I had to get shout out, man, to AFC, man. Yeah,
Right.
we got it live, man. We got streaming. We're gonna have the video up of everybody, special video, but yeah, 14. If I ain't miscount,
14.
14.
In one
Yeah, man.
day.
And one day, man.
I
Yeah,
gotta
we got to take it, man. Yes, sir, man, for the kingdom, man. That's best. That's why I'm so fired up now, man. I'm still rocking from that, man.
right, right,
Just seeing the change. It started off as, man, it started off young folks doing it, and some parents
right.
saw that, man, wow, that mom, dad, come on. All right, yeah, let's do it, man. You do it, I do it. I mean,
Right,
man,
right,
God's good, man. That's all I can say, man. God's good, man. But yeah, it'll be on our page, Antioch Fellowship Church. Definitely it's gonna be on the page tomorrow. Telling everybody, hey, around 11 o'clock, tune in. We be live on Facebook, man. Tune in. Come support our youth, man. They're gonna do their things,
right.
celebrating God. And yeah, man. Like I say, man, God's good, man. Yeah.
Well, oh yeah. I went to the church too. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah,
But
Rick, yeah. I know, yeah,
I went to the
man. You
church.
know how we
I
used to
know
get
about it.
down,
I know
man.
about it. I know about it.
Yeah,
I know. I know.
we used to get down,
Uh,
man. Back in the day, man.
yeah.
Boy, we
Woo.
have a good old time.
Good old times too. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
yeah, man.
Woo.
Shoot, man. We team measure, man. You used to be about 25, y'all joking up in there.
25. Woo. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
we was
I am
thick up in
telling you.
there, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I'm
man. We
telling
used to
you.
be rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you guys, every time I see y'all, doing positive things, doing your thing, you, Damar, Uniqua, I can go on and on the list, man.
Right.
It put a smile on not only my face, but my wife's face. Yeah, because, you guys was one of our first groups that
Mm-hmm.
we actually ministered to, you know, our first group. Again, go back to what I said earlier. Never thought to be, never thought we were gonna be doing that.
Right. Right.
We thought, but
Right.
God said different.
Right. And I can't speak for the others, because I know they want to say what they want to say. I just gonna speak for me, but
Right.
I want to say I really do appreciate just y'all just being there and guiding us to the right direction, in the right direction.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Right. Yeah.
And just just being that I want to say spiritually mother and spiritually father. That's what I want to
Oh
say.
yeah.
That's how I
Well, I
look at
appreciate it,
y'all.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. God, let's say, we hey, y'all was a motivational push for us to continue to try our
Right.
best to do right and to be a positive example.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, be a positive example, man. Man, it's so many memories.
So many.
Yeah, man, just to see you guys, man, like I said, we definitely remember you and Demar. Oh man, y'all two always been together. Oh man,
All the
we
time.
definitely remember y'all, man. Oh my goodness, man. I ain't gonna say much, but yeah, I remember them days that head down
Yeah.
and ain't saying
Yeah.
much. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. I know it
Yeah.
kind of dates us, showing our age, but yeah, man. I
Right.
remember that, man.
Right.
I
Right.
remember that, man. Just to see where y'all guys at now, man. A lot of people wouldn't have known unless they personally know you, but and
Right.
like I
Right.
said, going back to seeing you doing this,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
brother.
Crazy.
Yeah,
It's
man.
crazy. Cause
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Ah,
I was shy. I was
yeah.
shy. I would not. I. It would
Yeah.
take me. It would take. I don't know what it'd take in me to talk, but
Yeah.
it would take a long time for me to even actually speak.
Yeah.
They would be like sometimes, okay, Tariq, can you read this chapter
Yeah.
in the Bible? And I was like,
Yeah.
I would
Yes,
stutter a
sir.
little bit. Like I would get so nervous. But now,
Yeah.
like you say,
Well,
seeing me
no.
doing this, you will never, if you know me, like you
Yeah.
would never thought in a million years, you would never
Never.
thought.
Never, man. I'm telling you, man, never would have thought. I'm telling you,
Right.
never would have thought that, man. That seeing you doing this from where you come from, but it goes to show you when you believe in God, you believe in
Mm-hmm.
yourself, combine them two, it, where what doors will open up for you internally within yourself.
Right. Right.
And you are walking in a prime example of it.
Right.
Yeah, you walking prime example of it. Telling you, man, you could have went left or down the
All right.
the
Yep.
wrong path, man.
Right.
Easily, man. Yeah. So to see you guys here, not behind the wall. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
like man, it makes me and Tisha feel good. Like, hey,
I
whew,
appreciate it.
yeah, man, it makes us feel good. Like,
Right.
yeah, yeah. If they ain't remember nothing else or saw nothing, else, I'm hoping that we paint a good picture for you guys.
Right.
You know, yeah, man.
That's good. That's good. That's good, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, hour 55.
Yeah, with the five, man.
Hour 55. We good. We got it. We got it.
Yes, sir.
I wish I could ask some more questions. I
Wait,
wish I could.
I got you,
But
man. We
I ain't
see,
got it
put,
right now. We might gonna have to
yeah,
do a
man.
part two. We might
Man,
have to
point
do a
I
part
know,
two.
right?
We might have to do a part two later on.
Yes,
You
sir.
you
Yes,
you
sir.
would say you would you come back?
Oh yeah, I definitely come
Oh
back.
yeah. Oh
I,
yeah.
I, I, I mean, I enjoy this, man. Just once I get the schedule and stuff like that, yeah, I definitely enjoy it. I don't mind doing things like this because I mean, it's needed. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's definitely needed, and I always wanted to support something positive. Hey, especially if someone I personally know.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely come back again. And I know she'll come back again.
Right.
But I even throw this out there, man. If it was something that we wanted to do it together, we had no
Hey,
problem doing it,
she already
man.
talked. She already said something about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Because we are. It's like we already know what we are called and supposed to do.
Right.
So now we know we answering the call and we doing it, man. We a team TNT. You
Right.
know,
Right.
yeah, that's us, man. We a package,
Right.
man. If you can get both of us together, man, it's something
Ooh,
special, man.
that's
That's
gonna
all I
be
can say,
something
man.
special.
Something
Something
special
special.
because cause we vibe off each other.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna have to
yeah,
do like a. You said what?
yeah. I say, well, I say you kind of know. You saw us in the
Oh
past.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Probably gonna have to do like an episode where it's like a little marriage
Oh
podcast.
yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Most definitely, man.
Right. Right.
Yeah, we always forward to that, man, because marriage is still good, still real. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
love, yeah, true love, yeah, it's not going nowhere.
Right.
Yeah. You still can have you a beautiful marriage, and still have fun. Like, okay, people get married, like, oh, doom and gloom. I'm
Yeah.
talking, man.
Yeah.
No, but it's all what they say. It's what you put
Right.
into it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And yeah, we got a couple gems, and we definitely drop out there.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's good. That's
Yeah, man.
good. That's good. And, man, we appreciate you just for coming on and just doing this and
Yes, sir.
because um mainly this podcast is just like I said in the intro in the beginning. Podcast just about talking about people's experiences, where they at and where they trying to head to, and I want to give people a sense of hope of
Right.
like
Yeah.
you hear somebody else's story. Like I want that to motivate you or push you to whatever you got going on with your goals or whatever you got going on wherever you currently at in your life, give
Right.
you a sense of push. Like, okay, I listened
Oh
to this
yeah.
story. Okay, let me get up and do something with my life or
Hmm.
do something with the culture and all. So that was basically like this podcast is I wanted this to be based on. It could talk about lifestyle, entrepreneur,
Yeah.
uh any career that you're in. I just want want the podcast to be based about. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's good, man. Just keep it up, man, because it's needed. We get, like you say, go back to what you're saying. We get strength from hearing other people's stories.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
get encouragement from hearing other people's stories.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it, man. We got enough. We got enough drama filled stuff.
Yeah.
We need some more motivation, like I said, hope, um,
Yeah.
encouragement.
Yeah.
That's what we need out here, brother. Yeah.
That's what
So
that we need.
you doing a good thing, man. Yeah,
I
you're doing a
appreciate
real
it.
good thing. Yes, sir. Keep it up, baby. Keep it up, man.
I appreciate it. So everybody, you know the saying. You know what we say when we leave. Day by day to see a better day. Smooth for
That's
life.
it.
We
That's
out.
it. Right.